It's the river that gave Omaha and Council Bluffs life to begin with. It was the transportation, the railroad, the fur trapping. All these industries grew up along the banks of the Missouri River. It's our intent to try to figure out how to create open space that spills back out and gains access into the river and in creating active, usable space for both communities.
The new idea here is to take what are effectively three separate park areas, Gene Leahy Mall, Heartland of America Park, and Lewis and Clark Landing, and create a new accessible to the river park destination place, a place where people want to come and gather. In terms of Leahy Mall, it's a beautiful park that you can walk through, but not do too much in the park. The water is roughly 30-some% of the park area, and nothing actually happens on the water. The ground is sloped, so you can't throw a frisbee or do other activities that you would. So the idea here is to bring Leahy Mall up to the surface, level with the streets that surround it, and create an active park where activities can take place, from a dog walking component to a great lawn that has a pavilion for entertainment. Heartland of America is hard to find. I think a lot of people don't know it's here, and some who do don't realize it's actually a park. So our idea is to reshape it significantly and create large level space where we then can put things like roller skating and ice skating ribbons. Lewis and Clark Landings historically contaminated with debris and some contaminated materials, and that's made it challenging to do something to activate it, plant trees and so forth. We have found ways to reshape that park, put dirt in there, which enables us to plant trees, grow trees, and still protect the contained debris and so forth that's down below.
One of the big challenges of the existing bowl is that it really limits access, and if you wanted to get all the way across the park, if you saw your friend on the far side, you have to go all the way around in this very meandering and indirect route. You know, significantly transforming this park, it's going to transform Omaha in the process.
Well, the number one big idea for the Riverfront Revitalization is to bring people together and connect to the river. The river is this incredible asset that, for some reason or another, over the years has been kind of overlooked in many ways. We're trying to kind of clear out everything to get people back to the river, make it visible from a lot of different perspectives, give people that connection that they desire to the Missouri River.
Our goal is to create a riverfront promenade that sort of bridges that gap, or is the missing link along the riverfront. This promenade would be built so that bikers and runners and anybody who wants to use it can go out, run along the edge of the river, and experience all the great things that the river has to offer.
In our efforts to get close to the river, we had some obstacles. One was that over time a lot of industrial activity took place along the river. A lot of that has been disappearing, moved elsewhere. But we also have a railroad line that's important for the railroad running between the city and the river. We are planning to hide the railroad through a tunnel under the park so people can get over the railroad, not be blocked by the railroad, and get close to the river.
Great cities have great parks. We know this will be a catalyst for redevelopment and new development downtown.
It opens up downtown, it turns it green, and it attracts people. many more people that want to move to Omaha, move to Nebraska, find jobs here, because it's also attracting businesses.
As far as young talent and young professionals, what they're looking for is what we are working on downtown. They're looking for housing not far from their place of employment. They're looking for walkability. They're looking for art and entertainment and culture and open green spaces and unique civic spaces.
Up and coming coffee shops and restaurants and things like that. We're always wanting to try and experience new things, and a lot of our friends do live down here, so it's really easy to meet up for a quick coffee, quick happy hour drink, things like that.
People really want to be connected with their neighborhoods nowadays, and people are really interested in kind of moving back downtown. They want to have that active lifestyle, not having to drive everywhere.
Rather than an Omaha community and a Council Bluffs community, I think this development at the riverfront will create one large common community.
With this new park, it's something where we could see our future down here, our children down here, enjoying the park, the programs, the playgrounds they put in.
I could visualize it all being built behind the screen, and you pull the screen up, and everybody who's standing around says, wow, holy cow, this is fantastic.